get this thing going here as soon as I can figure this out. We'll hide the ticker for now. There we go. I guess we're up and going. One thing I didn't do was I need to go into Studio and change that. So I need to go here. Studio, come on. This thing is so slow. Give me a second, guys. This thing is acting really odd again. Live. And we're live, okay. We need to turn that on and save. As soon as this runs, we'll get to work. Come on, save. There we got it. Okay. All right, we got 2 watchers. Let's look at the comments. All right. Now, let me get this other light on here so we can see what's going on. Part of doing a pipe tunnel or whatever is, I found them anyway, is the pipe mount. And the best mount, or the easiest one to use, is this Max pipe mount kit 9231. And it looks like I'm going to need to replace. I usually keep a couple on hand. This is my last one, so time to reorder. And I only use one part out of it. It's about $5 for that part right there. It's the only part I use, and the rest of it, the zip tie is really not that great. You don't need these standoffs and all this other business, so we'll get to that in a second here. So let's take this off. Turn this over. I get this camera positioned here so you can see what I'm doing. I guess I might as well just go ahead and disassemble all this stuff. Put it back on when I get ready, when I'm done. Like I say, I tape this thing together every night so I can daydream when they're going to be ready. That's part of doing this kind of stuff, though, for me anyway. What makes it fun? Okay, let's get the other view of the camera so you can see exactly what happened here, what's going on. So I need the mouse here. All right, Marcel. Sorry. I think we got audio, don't we, guys? So the superfill's all dry from last night. So this thing has become one piece now. It'll be a little more clear why I added this bracing. Okay, great. Why I added this bracing here in a second. As soon as we get this off. Okay. Need this. I'm gonna get this off. It's only got one screw on there. That's good. Picture and sound are good. That's great. I never can tell who hears what. There we go. Okay, so now we need to pick a spot for the mount for the pipe. Now this pipe is set at the correct length because I had it in an airplane. So I would suggest that you figure out what the pipe length is going to be before you do all this other stuff. Pretty nose heavy with nothing back there. I don't have any way to block it up. I guess we can do it like that. Okay. So now, I try to get the pipe mount on the heaviest part. There's a dual layer on the pipe. So that's going to be it. Right there. Let's make sure it's not hitting anything. Yeah, it's close, but it's not hitting anything. It's going to be up 1/8 of an inch, and then I got to measure. Yeah, Brodek has lights. Don't buy any medium. This is Brodek light here, but don't buy any medium. I'll never buy that again. That was total garbage. All right, so we know the pipe mount is going to go here. Now I need to check and make sure that my bottom skin is going to cover this. Not really. What are we going to do here? The medium is hard to work with. The medium is junk. Is the deal. Okay. Come on. Yep, it'll clear. Well, it'll clear with that. So maybe I better use a 16th instead of a 8. Well, I better shim it. See what happens. So we need a piece of 1/8 inch. You know, guys have said, this is a whole lot more complicated than that was thought of. Well, come on now. Well, yeah, it is. Nothing that can't be overcome. Just stuff you got to think of ahead of time. What do I think of Sig brand? I don't know. I haven't used Sig in 20 years. I like K&S, or I think that's who made it. K&S silk span, but you can't get it. So okay, let's cut a piece of light fly here. So it's right there. Three and 3/16. So I'm over on my crapped up workbench. Try to get a piece of wood cut here. Switch back to this other camera so you can see what I'm doing. What the hell? One thing I don't like about this program, you can get a dozen sheets for $50. That seems kind of a dozen sheets of what? Sig? Seems kind of pricey. Matter of fact, it seems really pricey. But everything's going up, so I don't know. One thing I will tell you is that dashboard I made is too far out of scale, so I got to remake it again to be the third dashboard. Way too big. So okay. Really not much to any of this. But I want to. Yeah. You know, John and I, we did a John and I did a video on Dr. Paper and different silk spans and stuff. You know, when the big silk span shortage was going on, we decided we do that video on Dr. Paper. Dr. Paper will work in a pinch, but I don't recommend it. It doesn't have a grain to it like silk span. It's paper. Okay, let's take this motor out of here so I can work on this. But you know, when you're in a pinch, it's like I ordered the materials today from Resin Services to make my propeller. Well, I got $50 in the mold of the prop, you know, the buck, and about $150 in the resin and the mold making stuff. I got I can't remember what he called it, a bolt of tow, a big spool of tow. So let's say that I got $250 in one propeller, and I don't even have a propeller yet. I have enough to start making it. So, you know, I guess it all depends on what you want. That's what I want. And if it works real well, I'll sell a few and try to recoup my funds. With what I know about models and modeling and so on, I'm no Bill Warridge that I know can say that I know everything about propellers or whatever, but I believe that it's going to work and work fine, work well, just by the shape of the propeller. You know, I've seen some of the other, kind of like this model right here. You know, it's I've changed it. It's no longer a Bill Warridge Thunderbolt, but it is. I don't know how to explain it. Just my rendition. Come on now. There we are. We're getting pretty close where I can move back home and have my shop again. So come on. There we go. All right, I'm using light ply because this is behind the center of gravity. We got that going to be mounted right there. Let's put that in the lowest spot. Let's see if the pipe is going to clear the outer skin. Normally I wouldn't care because you just open up the bottom, but I want to enclose everything and have the smallest pipe opening as I can get away from. I don't want the pipe hanging out in the breeze. But I'll do what I have to do. So that's that. Now, it's up off the center, it's not touching anywhere. And we'll check this. Yep. Okay, that's the trick right there. Now we just eyeball it. And it looks about right. Well, that's what you ought to try. I don't know Easy Built, but if you get a link, send it to me and I'll buy some and give it a try. Okay, now we're gonna need a blind nut. I try to keep these nut jars snap closed because, man, it's a mess when they fall out of there. So we need to put this right there. Give it a tip tap. Okay, a little epoxy. I guess it would be best to put a screw in it so I didn't get any epoxy in those threads. Let's see, we need a washer first though. Try the aluminum screw, see if it's long enough. Can't even get aluminum screws anymore. Yep, that'll be long enough. Bad thing about the aluminum screws, if you get it cross-threaded, it doesn't. They strip, but they are lighter, so. Okay, so now mix up a little epoxy, very little, because we don't. That's behind the center of gravity. We don't want a whole lot of weight back there. But it is a strategic locale. I'm gonna Z-epoxy the pipe tunnel too. So let's see, we got half an hour yet. Yeah, but they only come in one length. Yeah, we used to be able to get aluminum screws in 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 5/8. Now they only come in 5/8. I got quarters in here. That's what I used to hold my landing gear doors on and things like that. You don't you don't need to torque the crap out of them. You know, it's like 2 inch pounds is plenty. Not 20 foot-pounds. Okay, so I got that and that. I'll need a little bit of something to mix it on here. Yeah, I knew John got some aluminum screws, but it ain't what we wanted. I mean, we're always looking. I'm always looking for stuff. I'm glad I got my materials coming for the prop mold and the prop resin. I'm excited about that. It's one more thing to get involved with. Now, Dan would have loaned me his stuff, but I can't keep using Dan's stuff. You got to have stuff for Dan. Need to give him a call. See if he's got any progress on his airplane. Now, Dan, are you sanding? Or are you watching, sitting in that chair watching? I know my buddy Jim Lynch is watching. Hey. So I got a little bit of squeeze out of the glue there. We will wipe that off. I don't want any more carry around any more than I have to. Evening, Mark. I think I I think I got you unmuted out of the. I don't know how the heck you keep getting muted. Is it Charles that does it? Okay, I'm making sure that it's parallel with the trailing edge. We don't want to have stuff in there crooked for Jim Lynch to say, "Hey, what are you gonna do about that?" That little crack you just heard there was me snapping off a piece of glue. Yeah, I took care of you. Okay, so now I'm just holding it down to till it dries. Shouldn't take long, 5 minutes. Hey guys, like, subscribe, and share. And I'll throw up a little banner here. That's good. What happened to the mice? And let's see here. We got this. We got this. Okay, let's put some Z-Epoxy inside there. Get that all fuel-proofed. And looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So now we need a piece of tubing on that to protect it. So we'll just take a short piece here, stick it on there. Thank you very much, Donald. It certainly helps the cause. Okay, what I've done here is let me change the camera angle. We're so where the fuel line came out. This is the Uniflow side. I've just slipped a piece of tubing over it to protect it from getting any Z-epoxy down in it. See, there's the Uniflow. Let's put a piece of tubing over it. And I'm going to put some tape over the motor mounts. I want to cooperate here. There we go. I still need to line this with 64th ply. There we go. There's a ton of work to do yet. I think I need to make up one side of the push rod tonight too, so that tomorrow night we can do a push rod install. Start getting this puppy wrapped up. Of course, I got to do a tail wheel. What I'm doing here is I got a little bit of excess epoxy on this tube. And in order to build a light airplane, you have to be that fanatical. Everything that's not necessary has to come off. It has to. Okay, we got some acid brushes here. And these come from Harbor Freight. Used to get them from Schaefer's Hobby for 5 cents a piece. Now they're probably a quarter a piece. So that just use the Harbor Freight ones, and yeah, the hairs come off, but you just wipe the hairs off. Let's see. We need a mixing container. Let's see here. Okay. Got one of these little handy plugs that my buddy John made me for inside that tubing. Lightweight. So put that on there, that way I don't lose it. I can reuse it on the airplane. Okay, we're going to Z-epoxy the inside of this fuselage here. I wonder if I should put some screws there. Nah, I'm not going to put any. Is Jim going to judge the next Nats? I doubt it. He said that he would judge with me, and I'm not going to judge if the Nats is in July. I'll fly. I'm never going to fly another June Nats. Never. Of course, that's no sweat off anybody's back, I guess. All right, Z-epoxy. Okay, well, I'll take a look at it. You know, if it's $10 a sheet, I know that sounds ridiculous. It's $10 a sheet and 4-pound wood, guaranteed 3.5 to 4-pound wood. I'd pay it. Because what happens is you get some of these other companies say, well, we got 4-pound wood. And you spend $100 or $200 or whatever, and only 10% of the wood's good. You're paying, $20 a sheet. So what's the difference? Looks like I'm going to need another thing of Z-epoxy. Oh no, I got 2 hanging on the wall in St. Louis. That was another scare. No more Z-epoxy. Went out and bought half a dozen boxes of Z-epoxy. Okay, well, you're not supposed to mix it up with a brush, but I don't have a stick here, so we'll mix it with the brush and we'll be happy. Now you notice how much I mixed there. I didn't mix up a whole globule of it. About a 1/4 ounce maybe. Because we're going to put this on and wipe it off. Probably not quite enough to do the job, but we'll get her done. Somehow we'll get her done. I guess I need to take that pipe mount out. £6 wood, no good. 6-pound wood is junk. I got lots of 6-pound wood right here already. Remember, everything we do from now on out is putting weight on. It ain't taking it off. So use whatever you got sparingly. Get that hair out of there. I don't have enough mixed up to do the engine compartment. I'll have to do that again. Mix some more, but before I mix more, I'm going to wipe this all off. So I need to take that trash out. 4 to 6 pound, huh? Ah, damn, put my finger through it. That's why I didn't have any bracing back there. Okay. Not a big deal. Uh-huh. Ooh-wee. Well, I just learned something. Z-epoxy kicks off CA. I didn't know that. That's okay. Yeah. See, I didn't get too excited. I mean, it was a disaster, but we got bottles of glue. I was pushing on it pretty hard, trying to get up that Z-epoxy. "51 minutes. So it looks like that's all we're going to get done tonight. The back half. That's okay. Now we got the pipe tunnel done. So I put the Z-Epoxy on and wiped it all off. And that's all we need. We don't need any more than that. Well, if they'll hand select me 4-pound wood, I'll talk to them. But I don't want to order 4 to 6-pound wood and get, 20 pieces of 6.5-pound wood. Let's see what happened there. Yep, we're right where the where the bracing wasn't. It cracked. So that's okay. Not a problem. No problemo. All right, guys. Looks like it's probably going to do it. I appreciate you joining me an hour a night. And if the videos help, hey, drop me a cup of coffee, please. Let me know I'm doing something right. And I appreciate the prior super chat, which came from Don. I think that's Don. Don Fleming, that's correct. And I got to get some bandwidth money for for Cleveland. What the heck's going on here? We got a big wad of boogers. Got a little bit of super glue that hardened up here. Get that off because we don't want to carry around that extra weight. Thank you very much, Don. It all, if the guys only knew how much it took to do all this business. I have to be the choreographer, the cameraman, the grip, the actor, the writer, the builder, the supplier of the material. Funny. Let's put this. Time to tape it back together and let it sit overnight. Still really light. Until you put all the other stuff on it, and then it starts getting heavy. Time for me to burn a TV dinner and hit the rack. Time for work again. It'll be here before I know it. Coming out really nice though. I'll leave that off because we don't want to have a problem with that. Now I guess I could we'll just cheat it. Got to get them holes plugged up. I might do that tonight off camera, get them holes plugged up. I don't do much work off camera on this, trust me. When I get ready to set those pins in the back, that'll be on camera. Because I know people will take an interest in how to get those dowel pins set perfect. You know, basically like I did I set the screws up there, only in wood. Maybe I'll get one end of the push rod made tonight anyway, so we can get a push rod made up for this thing. Come on now. There we go. I'd be interested to know what it weighs, but I got no way to weigh it right now. I bet we're at 30 ounces already. That's what I'd say, 30. I'd like to be at 25, but ain't a whole lot I can do. Yeah. All right, that's going to do it for tonight's show. At least you saw how the pipe tunnel went together. What is this? Bit of crud on there. Like, subscribe, and share. If you're not a member of Stunt Hanger Forum, go over there and register to join, but make sure you use your real first and last name, or you won't get through me. This ain't done by a robot. It's done by me once a day. So if you don't get through immediately, just hold on. I'll get to you. But if you use Joe Bellcrank or some other nonsense, you won't get through. So, like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate you spending the hour with me and the support. And we'll see you tomorrow night. Fair winds, tight lines. Keep building. See ya.